Good evening, folks. My name is Officer Eugene Ohutzpa. Now, don't get excited. I ain't here to arrest nobody. I just want to tell you about Agatha Christie and I. She's the woman that wrote The Mousetrap, Moita on the Shanghai Express, and Witness for the Prostitution, and lots of other stuff. Well, all my life, I always wanted to write my own mystery play so I can make a lot of money and quit the force and live a life of ease. So I bought this here book, How to Write a Moita Play, showing how Agatha Christie did it. I bet you've never seen anyone write a play for your very eyes. Okay, my play will start with the first act. It's going to be a very classy apartment for our hero, Monty Brainerd, on a Tuesday morning. Now keep that in mind, folks. It's a Tuesday morning. Very important to the story. Well,
I would have let you in, Annie.
No.
No.
I
would have let you in, Annie.
No, definitely.
No. I would have let you in, Annie.
Yeah. Rather use my own keys. Any chambermaid worth her salt should be independent. Know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
As to headache.
Headache? How did you know I have a headache?
Your eyes are scrunched up in pain, and your forehead's damp from holding a glass of ice water against it. Besides which, you're carrying a box of aspirin.
Oh, Annie, I was about to compliment you on your Sherlock Holmesian powers of deduction.
Sherlock who?
Never mind.
Oh.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, not really. I'm just one of all the tenants of the building engineers working on the lights. Know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
What's the matter, Waldo? You're usually so funny-like to me. Something wrong?
I don't approve of servings to Brainerd's meals in here.
Well, at least it's closer to the kitchen.
Furthermore, there's a knife missing from his prized collection.
A dagger?
Yes, how did you know?
I figured they'd be the ones to get stole first. You know, they got all them jewels on the handle.
I don't understand how it could have disappeared. We keep the collection under lock and key.
Don't sweat, Waldo. I'll keep an eye open for the knife while I'm cleaning. Why? Why so many little suitcases? Is Mr. Brainerd going on a lot of little trips?
Oh no, Annie. His holding company just bought a factory that manufactures attaché cases. These are samples.
Oh, I would have sworn they were suitcases. See you later. Sherlock.
Ooh. Now, let's see if I handle that team like Miss Christie says. Near the beginning, it never ever start a play with two servants talking about the master of the house. And you go. Okay. It also says here the audiences like to watch the actors eat on stage. So I'll have Monty eat breakfast.
Good morning, Waldo. Great day, isn't it?
Is it, sir? I don't believe I've noticed.
Oh. Well, open a window. Take a deep breath of sulfur monoxide.
Yes, sir. Oh. My head.
Your head bothering you?
Of course it does.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear it, Waldo.
Thank you, sir.
Food. Bring me a double order of granola and 2 eggs cooked in peanut oil.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I didn't think you'd want much breakfast after last night.
Say, who has this hangover, you or me? Oh, I'm sorry, Waldo. I know how you feel. Do you have the morning papers?
Are you sure you want to read about it?
About what?
Last night?
Last night. What are you trying to tell me?
It's all right here, sir.
Jet setter runs amok. Heir to fortune wrecks nightclub. Anyone we know?
I suggest you read the full account.
The playboy, whose late father was known as King of the Conglomerates, went wild when... Monty Brennard! Well, I'll have to run a retraction, of course.
Oh, that does seem unlikely, sir.
Toby's, a small, dimly-lit club on the 57th Street, was the scene of a melee only... Toby's? Oh, I've never heard of it.
Excuse me, sir, but Mr. Toby said otherwise.
When? Where?
Late last night. Here in this room.
Why didn't you waken me?
You were not in your bed, sir.
Where was I?
I wouldn't exactly know.
Talk sense. I came home about 10 o'clock. You were here.
Excuse me, sir, but it was closer to 3 o'clock when it happened.
What are you talking about? When what happened?
When you, struck me last night.
Well, come on, Waldo. You know I was in a particularly good mood last night. Cindy and I announced our engagement.
That was Sunday night.
Yes.
My injury was last night.
Of course. Sunday.
No, Monday.
Huh?
Look at the date on the papers, sir.
Tuesday, July 14th. Wait. Tuesday, July... What happened to Monday?
If you'll forgive my saying so, perhaps you've had a lapse of memory.
Lapse of memory. Wait a minute. I know. Everyone's putting me on. Carl, Sam, Ruperta, and you're on the gag too.
Oh, no, sir, not I.
Printed up fake newspapers, gave you a paired speech. Probably even tipped the switchboard operator. Watch this. Operator, this is Mr. Brennard. What day is this? Yes, of course I'm serious. Next. I told you she was in on it. She said it was Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I bet those idiots got Cindy in on this. She likes a good laugh. 4420737281, please. Waldo, you're not playing your part. And when I see Carl, Oh, hello, darling. Hello? Hello, Cindy. Operator, I was cut off. Oh, I see.
I was afraid of that, sir.
Why'd she hang up?
Maybe she reads the same fake newspapers you do.
If that's Sam Sears, bar the door.
Oh, I couldn't do that, sir. Mr. Sears and I were both in your late father's employ for such a long time. As the elderly Brainerd used to say, Sam takes care of my lawsuits and Waldo takes care of my business suit. Oh, your late father was witty.
I don't have my father's sense of humor.
Mr. Carl Lloyd.
You don't have to do the announcing bit.
Of course I've had it.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Carl. I intended to see you before you left. How about some breakfast?
No thanks, I'm on a liquid diet. Still trying to get used to these artificial choppers.
Oh, that's right. You'll have to get used to holding a long-stemmed rose in your short-stemmed teeth. Don't let me embarrass you, little buddy. How are you fixed for South American mad money? Need any help?
Not this time, thanks. I think my financial problems are finally over. What are these, samples?
Yeah, a new company. Can you use one? Help yourself.
Great. The ideal going away present. Say, where's the little woman?
Little woman?
Your unblushing bride?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
What, Cindy? No, we haven't set the date yet.
I wasn't referring to Cindy.
Who then?
Jojo. The stripper.
I've never heard of her.
Wow, I read what you did to Toby's club.
Never heard of Toby's either.
What's the matter with you, Monty?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
Don't get your hackles up. I went to bed Sunday evening and woke up Tuesday morning. That's all.
Nobody sleeps 36 hours.
Nobody sleeps 36 hours.
On the other hand, I've heard of cases of amnesia, and that's abrupt cessation, a form of dementia that,
Dementia? Me?
Well, you're the one who lost Monday.
But Carl, you've known me for a long time, college and all. Have I ever acted like I was, you know?
Your cousin Ruperta once told me she, accidentally, hit you with a horseshoe. Could have caused permanent damage.
Well, yes, that was a long time ago.
Didn't you get a little disoriented when you were overseas?
Disoriented?
Like that time you tried to boil a lobster. In a Japanese bathhouse.
Purely for demonstrational purposes. I told the attendant the bath was hot enough to boil a lobster. She laughed at me, so I ran out and bought one.
Only wearing a towel?
I was in a hurry.
Friend to friend, Monty, you're a kook.
Maybe I don't have all my buttons. Operator, what day is this? Yes, I know you told me before. I want to be sure. Thanks. Please get me 4420-948490.
Who are you calling?
Sam, let him earn his retainer. Mr. Sears, please. Monty Bernard. Oh, I see. Thanks. Bye. His secretary says he's on his way over now. Oh, Waldo!
Yes, sir. I'll attend to the door.
That must be Sam now.
According to that story in the papers, you're going to need a solicitor. I'm sorry, I won't be here to see how this turns out.
Mrs. Jojo Lamont Brainerd.
Brainerd?
Well, smart boy, what happened to you?
Huh?
It's Jojo. There's something you ought to know about Mr. Brainerd.
I have this family broth for your eyes. You don't exactly look like yourself in the light of day. But don't you know who I am?
Monty!
The alleged bride.
You ought to know, baby.
What can I do for you?
I want satisfaction, and I want it now.
Carl, you can't see me. Tell them to stop.
Wending this.
Might just stop it.
I'd advise you to leave him alone, Mrs. Mrs. Brainerd. This can all be sorted out later, but, well, for now, let's say that Mr. Brainerd isn't well.
I know he's Poco Loco, but cute.
Will you two stop talking about me as if I weren't here? That looks familiar. The pin, I mean.
Haven't you ever seen a fraternity pin before?
I'll never take it off, because you gave it to me.
I did?
Then, you left.
Really?
No more disappearing acts for you, doll. You promised me penthouses and fur coats. Then, after you started that fight at Toby's, you took me out, got me plastered, and married me. Then disappeared.
But, Miss Jojo,
I'm gonna get something out of this.
You can't hold Mr. Brainerd legally responsible for anything he did Monday night.
You can't hold me legally responsible. Are you sure?
Absolutely. You were temporarily demented.
Thanks.
I got some rights. I'm his wife.
Can you prove it?
I got the marriage license right here. Somewheres. No, that's not it. Now I remember. Left it in my other costume. I'll get it. Don't go away, wise guy, or I'll have you dusted by a certain nightclub bouncer.
Who was that?
She was selling Girl Guide cookies.
Well, Monty, what's this about you going berserk?
That's what I like to see in a solicitor, and it gets right down to the nitty-gritty.
Morning, Carl. I hear you leaving us. Actually, Monty, I'm here on another matter.
Don't tell me. I laid Big Ben on its side.
I'm trying to be serious.
Now maybe it's...
Oh, then you do know about her.
Jojo?
In the first place, her name's Jenny. Jenny Winters?
Oh, showbiz people. Always changing their names.
That's a little lady. Dips chocolates by hand. Her apron is sweet enough to eat.
My wife is a dancer. Oh, what am I saying?
Sam, Monday's had some kind of mental lapse. He thinks today is Monday. Possibly some form of dementia or...
Will you stop at that word, dementia?
Settle down, you two.
He also regards himself as the #1 swinger in all of the Commonwealth.
Me? You're the one who's all trying to prove something with the women.
That's enough.
There you go with that superior attitude. Thinking you're better than everybody else because you're richer.
I don't feel that way, Carl. Honest.
Well, I feel that way about you.
We've always considered you a member of the family.
Oh, that's right. Keep reminding me your father laid a college scholarship on me.
Come on, Carl.
That doesn't mean the Brainards own me.
I said cut it out.
Oh, let him talk. Now I know how he really feels about the Brainards.
I could tell you plenty.
Well, it's funny you never mention these things when you want to borrow money.
Goodbye, Mr. Sears. And if I were you, big shot, I'd keep out of dark alleys. You might get what you deserve.
Now, hold it. It says here, according to Agatha Christie, the audience should realize that somebody's going to get bumped off. It's what's called an ominous air of impending doom should pervade the atmosphere.
Sam, do I give the impression I think I'm better than everyone just because my dad left me a little money?
It's not a little money. The rest of your immediate problem.
Like allegedly marrying that girl.
She's sitting in my office with a marriage license and her hot little thing hand.
Lamont was?
Who's Lamont?
Oh, you know, the one with the Girl Guide cookies. Jojo Lamont. The stripper. She went to get the marriage license.
You claim you also marry a girl who takes it all off?
Everything but my fraternity pin.
Monty, did you ever hear of polygamy?
Yes. You mean when one man marries two women? Or bigamy!
Bigamy.
I've heard of it.
What are you going to do?
You're my solicitor. You tell me. I can't remember a thing.
Concentrate.
Right. No, I can't remember. The horseshoe. Oh, maybe that's Cindy coming to tell me off in person.
Mrs. Jenny Winters, Brainerd.
Say, what's the idea giving me the slip in your office?
Uh,
Oh, who are you?
Me?
him? I thought you claimed him as a husband.
Oh, I didn't recognize you at first.
Ah,
Please, Miss Winters. Mr. Bernard is a bit upset.
How do you suppose I feel? Married a rich guy and all I have to show for it is a marriage license.
well, what you expect, the Victoria Cross?
Oh, you won't be so fresh when I tell my brother.
Quiet, both of you. Now sit down. I want the full story.
Well, why didn't you ask me when I was in your office?
Because I wanted to talk to you both, together. You're first. What's your name?
Jenny Winters. Brain yard.
When did you meet Mr. Brain? Odd.
Who?
This gentleman?
Oh, Monday noon. Yesterday.
How did you meet?
Well, it was during my lunch hour. I was hurrying down the street to get my eyeglasses fixed. Naturally, I was hurrying because the foreman, Froglops McGonagall, is very mean. Do you know, one time he suspicioned one of the girls of smuggling out chocolates on her person. So...
All right. Let's get back to the subject of Mr. Brainard.
Like I said, I was hurrying down the street when all of a sudden I seen him hanging out of a taxi.
Did he speak to you?
No. He was making signs.
What kind of signs?
Oh, just signs.
Such as...
Well, sort of like asking me to get in, you know?
Did you?
Sure, I got in, seeing it was a London taxi company coach.
What's that got to do with it?
That's the company my brother drives for, and I know most of them drivers see, so I figured I was safe.
All right. You got into the cab with Mr. Brainard.
Yeah, and we rode a couple blocks, and he said he was crazy about me. We rode a couple more blocks, and he proposed. Promised me yachts, and diamonds, and maids, and no more chocolates. So we got married. Then he took me back to the sweet shop to turn in my uniform. And when I came out, he was gone. I was lucky to get my job back.
Thank you, Jenny. You tell a straight enough story. Drop around to my office this afternoon and I'll see what arrangements we can come to.
Look, I don't expect the moon, but a decent cash settlement might help me forget I was jilted.
I understand. That's all for now.
See you later, Mr. Sears. Oh, and goodbye, Mr. Brainyard.
Goodbye, Jenny. Monty, can you think of anything else you haven't told me?
Well, according to Waldo, Toby was here last night. The bill for wrecking his nightclub.
I know about that. He was going to have you jailed.
Well, he can't throw me in jail. I've got a dedicated solicitor. I keep telling myself.
I think I'll have Waldo fix some eggs to go with this toast.
You can stop worrying so much about me. You might get an ulcer. Never mind, Walter. You start the eggs, Benedict. I'll get the door. Sweet Cindy, darling.
Where is Sam Sears?
What do you want with Sam?
Sam said to meet him here.
What do you want with Sam?
I am not in the habit of being alone with a man in this apartment.
Since when? What I mean is, we're not alone. Sam and Walter are in the kitchen. Here, have an attaché case. Notice the special trim. It's a... guaranteed to withstand the roughest treatment. Like me.
Rough treatment is exactly what you're going to get if you don't keep your hands off of me.
Sweetheart, if I've done anything wrong...
The only reason I'm here is that Sam asked me to come.
The reason you're here is that you love me.
Oh, I am warning you.
All right. If you'll sit down and talk, I promise to keep my distance.
I don't believe you.
Righty. See? Eminently trustworthy.
Not according to the papers.
Darling, I am so glad to see you. When you hung up on me, I didn't want to live.
Oh, you can cut the melodramatics.
I know you still love me. Your being here proves it.
My being here proves that I am willing to listen to Sam's explanation.
And I swear, on my honor, everything can be explained.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because after a couple of those phone calls I received...
I was afraid of that.
What?
I said I'm not afraid of that.
I have another question to ask you.
All right.
Have you ever been married?
Not in my right mind.
What is your right mind?
This, I guess.
All right, Monty, brass tacks. What happened after you took me home Sunday night?
I don't know.
You mean you won't say?
I mean I don't know. And I don't.
Well, I certainly expected more of a defense.
Today is Tuesday, isn't it?
Everybody knows that.
Not everybody. If this is Tuesday, then I am crazy.
You're serious, aren't you?
Of course I'm serious. I'm also non-compos mentis.
Are you claiming insanity as a defense?
Would you marry a lunatic?
Not if I could help it.
Well, then it's all over because I'm stark raving, you know what.
Well, not to me, you're not.
Darling, I could kiss you.
Oh! You are the world's biggest liar! You're totally responsible!
Hold it! It says here in the book that you should use a phrase that'll stick in the audience's mind. Let me see. Come here, Cindy. What do you think of that? Wait, he's... I got it. Playboy harem.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
You're a Playboy harem monger.
Just a second, please. Playboy harem monger? Yes.
Oh, and I'm not going to let you make a fool of me anymore. From now on, Monty Brainard, if I ever see you again, I won't. Tell someone says I couldn't wait.
Please, Cindy, listen to me. I've been a victim of amnesia, a lapse of memory, or you might as well know, temporary insanity.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Dementia it's called. My doctor says so. My friends say so. Well, everybody says so.
Rubbish.
Maybe better for you to go.
What?
Go. I don't want to ruin your life too. I'll just have to face this crisis alone.
You're not alone.
It's too late for me. It's too late. I'm beyond all possible help.
Of course it's not too late.
Go. Meet someone new. Have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But somewhere in that big heart of yours, a tiny island of compassion for the man who once loved you. The man who's rotting away in some institution.
Monty, no. I give up. You're insane, but so am I.
Well, I am crazy about crazy people.
Shut up and kiss me.
Ah.
Well, I knew if I got you two together, you'd be back in each other's arms.
nothing. I simply flew when I read the news.
Oh? Where'd you park your broom?
What's this about poor Monty going off the deep end?
I'm as sane as you are. Maybe more so.
Now, sweetie, that's no way to talk to Cousin Ruperta.
Monty had a little too much to drink and got into trouble. That's all.
Rather imagined you'd have an alibi for him. You're so dedicated.
And what are you up to, Ruperta? What do you want?
I'm protecting the family interests. That's all. 2 of my psychiatrist friends would like to examine you tomorrow.
Over my cold body.
Murder? Anyone?
Don't say things like that, Ruperta.
Oh, pooh, those who talk about it never do it.
Let's get something straight. What do you mean by protecting the family interests?
To put it bluntly, dearest, should you happen to be declared of unsound mind, then you would, legally speaking, be unfit to continue administering the family fortune. In that case, as your closest living relative, I would become your custodian.
So that's it. Sam, I want to see you privately. Darling, please stay and have some tea.
Well, thanks, but I have a committee meeting at the hospital.
Oh, while you're there, I want you to look something up for me.
Oh?
How about you, Wood? You like some tea?
I could be persuaded.
Waldo!
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Holland would like some tea. Please don't get lonely while I'm away.
Silly man.
Would you care for some breakfast?
No, thank you. Not right now. I want to have a little talk with you, Waldo.
Yes, Mrs. Holland?
How do you like working for the younger Mr. Reynard?
Oh, I don't exactly know how to answer that question.
How can you possibly abide by his lifestyle?
Oh, well, he's changed since he met Miss Haynes. He's cancelled his subscription to Playboy and started reading Punch in the London Economist.
That wasn't what I...
And ever since Miss Haynes became hospital of the chairman committee, Mr. Brainerd has been doing volunteer duty there also.
Sounds revolting.
Oh, the medical information has been most useful.
In what way?
Like the other evening, Miss Haynes came over and taught Mr. Brainerd and me how to give injections. In the arm. Only in the arm.
Good Lord! Your little Aunt Teresa may be having fun now, but what's going to happen after the marriage?
Things will go on as before, I presume. Mr. Brainerd is very considerate.
He'll change. Believe me. I know. I've gone through... I've been married 6 times. They all change.
Well, in such a circumstance, I would be forced to find a position elsewhere.
You'd always be welcome at my menage, even though I'm a little financially harassed at the moment. I don't feel up to seeing anyone right now, so I'll be in the other room with the men.
Oh, come in, sir.
I've got to see Mr. Brainerd right away.
He's not immediately available.
See that he gets this right away.
Would you care to wait? It shouldn't be too long.
I told you I won't have time! Excuse me, Waldo, I didn't mean to raise my voice. I'm taking an earlier flight.
That's quite all right, sir. Would you care for a cup of tea?
Not right now, it's just I'm not feeling like myself. Oh no.
May I help you, sir?
This is all confidential material. Please don't mention this to anyone.
Certainly, sir.
I'll send for the case later. Please tell Mr. Brainerd that I said that I'll call him from the airport. Wish me luck, Waldo.
Yes, bon voyage. Mr. Brainerd, Mr. Lloyd left this for you, and he said that.
I'd rather not hear what he said.
Sir?
I'll open it later, Waldo.
Now, if you excuse us.
I was just this moment leaving.
As I was saying, there are several ramifications of this case.
Darling, I'm due at the hairdresser's any minute now, so we'll just have to postpone all those ramifications. And Monty, dear, if you let Cousin Roberta help you get well, she'll see that you're nicely provided for, financially.
Don't keep your hairdresser waiting. And don't forget your broom.
We've caught her fast. She's after your scalp.
Well, I won't give it up without a fight.
Damn it, Monkey. Think of a good story. If you really can't remember anything you did yesterday, read the paper. Memorize all the details.
Then what?
We've got to dump Jojo and Jenny before Scotland Yard charges you with bigamy.
Dump? How?
By saying you were drunk, paying them off, and getting annulments.
That's going to make me sound guilty.
Better to accept drunk and disorderly charge than let Roberta have you declared insane.
But I tell you, I wasn't drunk.
Oh?
I wasn't drunk.
Then are you crazy?
I was drunk.
Oh, Transatlantic? Are you paid? Put him on. This is Mr. Brainard's solicitor. Oh? No. Not a chance. Appreciate your interest. Goodbye. Well, I'll be darned.
Who was it?
NBC from New York. There was a wire service story about you today in the American paper.
I'm famous.
They wanted to know if you're available for satellite TV interviews. I'll be back as soon as I can. In the meantime, sit tight. See nobody, say nothing.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Mr. Brain, Yard.
Here's an idea. Hello, dear. Operator? Yes. This is Miss Hallingsford. I can't find my spectacles. Would you please look at the calendar and tell me what day this is? Yes, that's what I thought you said.
Monty!
What is it, sir?
I'll get it, Waldo. It's Cindy.
Yes, sir.
Monty!
Everything's all right.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened.
Everything's all right.
Quit saying everything's all right. Listen to me, Monty. We've got to call the police.
The police? Why?
I just found Carl Lloyd in the lift, dead. Monty, he's been murdered.
That's impossible. Dead?
No, that's impossible. One of your daggers is sticking in his back.
That's impossible.
Are you going to call the police?
No.
What are we going to do?
All right. I'll call the police.
Wait! Don't call the police! Don't call the police!
Why not?
They'll think you did it! It's your dagger!
That's impossible. My dagger?
and welcome back. Well, this here book's instructions got us to Act 1, so I suppose the next step is to write Act 2. Like it says here, according to Agatha Christie, near the beginning of Act 2, it is recommended that one of the main characters deliver what is known as a summary speech. I think I know what she means.
Dear Monty, I've got to get away fast. We'll call you from the airport and tell you about evidence that may lead to a murder. Walter, will you please stop bouncing around like that?
Oh, sorry, sir. I have the thermostat turned down to 10 degrees in the bedroom.
The summary speech, Monty, the summary speech.
All right. There has to be a logical explanation, Walter. Let's go over what we have. This morning, I quarreled with Carl Lloyd in front of Sam Sears. Okay. Then, Cindy found Carl's body in the lift with my knife in his back. Didn't call the police because they think I did it. We have the murder weapon. If only we could find out how to check it for fingerprints. Whoa, for Pete's sake, don't touch that knife.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I wish you'd mentioned that earlier.
Why?
I removed the knife so that Mr. Lloyd could repose comfortably on his back.
Walter, I know a little bit more about his sleeping habits than you do. We were roommates in college. He always slept on his left side.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll roll him over.
Walter, come back here, please. It doesn't matter how Mr. Lloyd is reposing. What matters is to find out who killed him. Now, what did you do with the murder weapon?
The knife with the fingerprints?
Yes.
I cleaned it and polished it and put it back in the collection.
Dandy. Just dandy.
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Sure. Tie the knot in the hangsman's noose. No, well, you can keep me company while I wait to hear from Mr. Sears. Now sit down. Let's wrap.
On my head again, I trust.
Well?
What do you wish me to say?
Well, I just thought we could pass the time of day.
It's 2 o'clock, sir, on Tuesday, July 14th.
Thanks. Actually, I wanted to try out a theory on you. Suppose the reason I don't remember anything I did Monday night is because somebody made me do it. Maybe I was hypnotized, and Carl knew who it was, and that person killed him.
That would seem logical, sir.
Yes, but how do I go about proving it?
Perhaps Mr. Sears will have a suggestion.
Absolutely not. I don't want Sam to know anything about the murder. Why would anyone want to get me in trouble? Oh, well, the answer's probably right here under my nose. Only I knew what I was looking for.
Never mind announcing me, Waldo.
Yes, madam.
Waldo, tell Mrs. Holland I'm not home.
Good afternoon, Cousin Monty.
If you have any business with me, keep it short. Then get that damned hair-raising hairdo out of here.
Hold it, Buster. This is a family play, you understand? No bad words and no sex. There's a couple of knifings here and a moiter there. The kind of entertainment that every self-respecting, red-blooded American family enjoys.
If you have any business with me, keep it short. Then get that darned hair-raising hairdo out of here.
A hasty temper oft proclaims the man. I read that somewhere.
Honestly, Roberta, I don't recall sending for you.
You might turn up the thermostat. It's like a morgue in here.
I have a fever.
Good. proposition for you in this weekend condition.
I'm not interested.
Sweetie, you will be interested. I've started proceedings.
Are you trying to frighten me?
I've just tied up your bank account.
I am frightened.
Sweetie, all you have to do is listen to reason.
Oh, and what do you mean by reason?
First, hand this apartment over to me. Then...
You're out of your mind.
Now, who's calling whom crazy little cousin Pooh? It's not my fault you're demented.
You're going to have to prove that.
Why don't you just admit your insanity and save yourself from a long, unpleasant court battle? And all the embarrassing publicity.
I'll spend every pence I own fighting you.
I've got every pence you own impounded. I'm going to enjoy these.
That's your story.
There's more, darling. You married 2 women yesterday.
How did you know that? That wasn't in the papers.
I have my sources.
Oh? And what else do your sources say?
That you're going to be up to your clavicle in hot water when Scotland Yard begins to check on those 2 marriage licenses.
So, you've been agitating Scotland Yard, you double-dealing Delilah.
Don't call me names, sweetie. You may be eating off my hand soon.
Any time I eat off your hand, I'll do a thorough job of it. Up to here.
Temper? I'll let you have a moment to think it over. Now excuse me.
Where are you going?
Darling, do I have to spell it out for you?
It's broken. Doesn't work. It's out of order.
Bother the commode. I don't need the water closet for my society bladder.
Oh.
Why are you so flustered?
Flustered? No, I'm as cold as a cucumber. Cool, that's it. Cool.
Will you get out of my way? I need a full-length mirror.
It's broken. Waldo broke it. It distorts something awful. It makes you look fat.
You made more sense after I hit you with that horseshoe. Now, please.
No! Oh. This is it.
Say, Mr. Bernard, engineer wants to know if your apartment's too cold. Oh, it is. Whew. Mr. Bernard?
Hello, Annie.
You all right?
I'll tell you in 60 seconds.
Engineer's been getting complaints about the air conditioning going AWOL in this end of the building. I ain't never seen anyone froze to the spot like you. Oh, is this bad?
Yes, Annie, yes, just fine. I'm so grateful, in fact, I'd like to give you a gift. Here, have an attaché case.
Oh, well, they're kind of skimpy little suitcases, but it's the thought that counts. Thanks.
Goodbye, Annie.
Bye. Red, this dark brown don't go with my hair. Bye.
Did I hear you talking with someone? Sounded like a woman's voice.
Is that all you have to say? Oh, it was Annie, the chambermaid.
Who?
Oh, she works this floor. Goes around asking questions like, is it too hot? Is it too cold? And stuff like that.
You can tell her your bedroom is like a cold storage vault.
I want it that way for my afternoon nap. Especially when I'm running a fever.
Is that a hint?
Not at all, sweetie. On your way out, help yourself to an attaché case. They're samples from our newest company.
How nice of you, Monty dear. Take care of that fever. We wouldn't want anything happening to our little cousin Pooh. I'll check in on you later. Car?
Oh, Waldo!
Yes, sir.
He's gone.
Mr. Lloyd, gone?
The bed's empty, and so's the closet.
But I distinctly remember putting him to bed.
Don't you think I can tell whether he's in bed or not?
I would not dream of doubting you, sir. Maybe he fell out of bed and rolled under.
Check it out, Waldo. You won't hurt my feelings.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lloyd is gone all right.
But where? How?
Shall I report him to the Missing Persons Bureau?
No. Don't say anything to anyone. Try to solve this murder without the help of the victim. Where's Sam Sears?
I've never known him to be late before, sir.
Say, Waldo, you didn't happen to run across my wristwatch, did you?
No, sir, but I'll ask Annie.
Good idea. She's found it a dozen times before. One of these days, I'll get that class repaired.
Yes, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to my telly. Fanny's kitchen is about to start.
Sure, Waldo. Oh, and turn up the heat, will you? Never mind, Waldo, I'll get it. Oh, Cindy, darling, come in. Did you get the information from the hospital?
Yes, but Monty, if it was hypnosis, it could have been done by someone who dabbles in it illegally.
Oh? Well, I'll have to start somewhere.
Oh, and you can't be forced to do anything under hypnosis you wouldn't do unless you were awake.
Pardon, sir. There's a gentleman here who calls himself your brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law?
Where did you get a brother-in-law? Show me.
Get rid of him, Waldo.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
I thought you said you'd never been married.
I said not in my right mind.
You brain yard.
I think so.
I'm the brother of the wife.
Which one?
I'm the only brother she's got.
No, I meant which wife?
How many wives you got?
2, I think.
Is she the other one?
Oh, no, this is my fiancée, Miss Haynes. Let me present either Mr. Lamont or Mr. Winters.
Winters, call me Dad.
Oh!
Huh. Well, then you must be Jenny's brother.
Yeah?
The marriage was a mistake.
Whose mistake?
Oh, hers. Absolutely hers.
That's why I think, after seeing you...
So I aimed at Donis.
You didn't have to string her along with a bunch of talk about yachts and stand houses.
Come to think of it, she didn't mention that.
Well, you're going to keep them promises, you understand? And you're going to be good to Jenny, too.
Put the gun away. I'm wearing a bulletproof vest.
Don't shoot you in the head. Hey, sis, you can come in now.
Oh, she here too.
You better she's here.
I just love family reunions.
Hi.
Hi, dear.
How do I look?
Adorable, doesn't she, Cindy?
Yes, I can hardly wait to get outfitted just like it. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Please, Cindy, wait,
Who's she?
An old friend of the family.
She don't look so old. I'm glad you like my clothes. I chose them to you, seeing as I'm your wife.
Look, let's be reasonable. I'm not married to you. I never saw you until you burst in here this morning.
Why, you?
Oh, don't hit him, Dutch.
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
Let me. So, I'm a liar, am I?
That's been a mistake. My solicitor will take care of
I'm going to brush the fucking solicitor. Before that, I'm going to walk you over good.
Don't start anything. I'm a black belt. Karate! Go! Oh, that's Just a second, please.
Your other wife is here, sir.
Oh.
What does she mean by that?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you married to that cheap broad, too?
I don't know who you are, but don't point when you talk to me. It ain't polite.
Hey, where'd you get off to hassle my brother? He's forgot more than you'll ever know.
But not about the same things, dearie. Who are you, anyway?
I'm his wife.
You are not. I'm his wife.
Is that so? Here's my marriage license.
Marriage license.
Hey, what do you know? He's married to both of you. Legal-like.
Of all the stinking tricks.
And you almost made me lose my job at the sweet shop. And me, the best dipper on the line.
You gotta step outside. I want to give him a walking over. Undisturbed.
Hold on, Tarzan. Before I become a widow, I want to know how I stand. If you kill him, who gets his dough?
I do.
Not so fast. When did you marry him?
Yesterday, Monday, after lunch, like maybe 2 o'clock.
Okay, the corpse is yours. I didn't hook him till last night. But all the same, I want something out of the deal.
Like what, for instance? His ears?
Like, for instance, money. Am I being unreasonable?
Not a pence. I never made either yesterday. In fact, there was no yesterday. This is all a nightmare.
These marriage licenses ain't no nightmare.
She's right. These prove we're married to you.
Don't waste no... Oh, wait. Sorry, mixed them up. Yeah, there you go. Don't waste no more words on this jerk. Let me give him a good shellacking.
Down, King Kong.
Oh, thank you, Miss Lamont.
Don't break his arm till he writes me a farewell note. Then I'm out of the picture.
So you mean you'll disappear for good, if I pay off?
If you make it worth my while.
What's your while worth?
20 thou.
You mean pounds?
Sure.
Lady, you've got an expensive while.
20,000. That sure beats shaking my keister every night for a few measly shekels.
Take it, get lost.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you. Goodbye, all.
I suppose you think you can buy me off too?
Yes, but I'm going to deduct the price of that outfit.
You will not! I might even sue you for 50,000 quid.
You can't sue me if I'm the loony bin. And that's exactly where my cousin is trying to put me.
You take the check, sis. I'll take the other stuff out of his eye.
Not now, Dutch. He's still writing.
You don't deserve a free dress, but I'm a good sport.
Thanks. Let's go, Dutch.
Ugh, don't I get to soak him just once?
Ugh. I thought I told you to come to my office.
I don't like solicitors. Let's get out of this den of equity.
If that check bounces, you better find yourself a hoe and pull it in after you.
What check is he talking about?
The one I bought her off with.
You didn't write the check.
Yes, I did.
How much?
20,000.
One check, 20,000?
No, 2 checks, 40,000.
But you can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. I still know how to write.
What I mean is, you have a dependence to your name. Refer to and pound your bank account.
Refer to? How do I... What?
I thought she told you.
Come to think of it, she did say something about tying things up. I thought she was bluffing.
You should know by now when Perta doesn't bluff where money's concerned.
I should know by now. Oh, if this were Monday instead of Tuesday.
If it were Sunday, that would help too. Incidentally, Toby was in my office a while ago. Settled for $10,000 for the damage you did to his nightclub.
£10,000!
Is anything wrong, sir?
Oh, what do you think?
Oh, with my head in this condition, I can't.
What's the matter with your head?
Begging your pardon, but Mr. Marty struck me.
Now, Waldo, you keep saying I struck you. With my fist?
No, sir.
Well, with what then?
With one of your golfing shoes, judging from the indentations on my scalp.
Oh.
When?
Last night.
What time?
Oh, very late. I was watching the 1 a.m. Sherlock Holmes Theatre. When the film was about half over, I heard a noise coming from Mr. Brainerd's bedroom. I got up and knocked and asked if he was all right.
What did I say?
Come in rather muffled tones, as if your face was in the pillow.
Did you?
I started to, but just as I opened the door, BAM!
Oh. That's a shame.
Did he behave strangely when he went out yesterday morning?
I didn't see him. I didn't see him yesterday at all.
You didn't see Monty all day Monday?
No, sir. When I went to draw his bath yesterday morning, his bedroom door was locked.
Well, I never locked my bedroom door.
That's true. But it was locked yesterday. I didn't see him all day.
Hey, I think I got it. I think they say this all could have happened.
How?
But it seems fantastic.
What us?
Maybe it wasn't you wrecking nightclubs, marrying 2 women, striking Waldo, locking your bedroom door, etc., etc.
It wasn't. Well, then who was it?
It was somebody else.
Sam, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
Maybe the butler did it. Waldo, that's you.
Pardon me, sir, but I failed to see the humor in that.
Oh, now look what you've done. You hurt her feelings.
Seriously, Monty, I think it's possible that somebody impersonated you.
Well, suppose there was a guy who looked like me. Where was I?
Maybe you were given a knockout drop, or something like that.
Sam, I think you've hit on something.
I have?
But how is it done?
Did you go near that? Maybe it was in your picture.
Well, usually I drink about half a glass of water before going to bed. Oh, don't tell me. Water in my bedside pitcher was drugged. Water!
Yes, sir.
Did you notice anything unusual about my water pitcher Monday?
Well, it was empty, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that's what I mean, I think.
Frankly, sir, I didn't see how on earth you could have drunk all that water.
We may be onto something. Was anybody here Sunday while Mr. Brainerd was out of the bedroom?
Yes, sir. You were.
Besides me.
You and Mr. Lloyd.
Did anybody go near that picture?
Only Mr. Lloyd and one other person.
Meaning me, of course.
Yes, sir.
I went in there to use the bathroom.
Oh? What about Carl Lloyd?
He used the balcony.
But only to take pictures of the park, I can assure you.
Who has a key to your apartment, Monty?
Hold it. It says here, in a void of mystery, it's necessary to spread around as much suspicion as possible. I need to say here, Remember what George M. Cohen did in Seven Keys to Baldpate. What? Okay. How many people have keys to this apartment? Okay. Well, one of you repeat actors, speak up.
Well, there's Mikey, of course, and Waldo, and Annie, and Cindy's, and Carl has one, and I've always wondered where Ruperta got hers.
Will you have any further need for my presence, Mr. Brainerd?
Yes, it might be a good idea for you to stick around.
Yes, sir.
Why are you making a stand like that?
Is that not what butlers do?
No.
Oh. Okay. We do this, right?
No. Your badge came out of a cereal box, didn't it?
That's not nice. It's a good movie.
No.
It's fun.
There we are.
Just.
What's the matter with your shoulder?
I don't know. It's been itchy and sore since I got up this morning.
Let's have a look at it.
You mean take off my shirt?
Can you think of any other way?
I can't say I approve of your bedside manner, Doctor.
Hypodermic injection. 4 of them. Not too carefully administered. There's some infection. No wonder your arm was giving you trouble.
But why give me shots if the water was drugged?
I'd say that person or persons are them. But just enough stuff in the picture to make you see plenty something. Then they could sneak in and give you the needle to keep you asleep the whole 36 hours.
And during that time, a guy who looked like me was out doing crazy things pretending to be me.
Then it wasn't you who struck me.
I've been saying that right along.
Waldo must have heard them putting you back in your bed, and that's why they hit her. Did you see anyone else, Waldo?
No, sir. When I came to, I was lying there on the floor. And when I got up, Mr. Brainerd was in his bed, fast asleep.
How did you know that?
Because I was angry, and I shook him violently to tell him that I was leaving his employ. But I couldn't rouse him.
He didn't wake up because he was drunk. Everything fits like a stained glass window.
Well, now that we know how, the next question is who.
What we need is somebody with a motive.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time, Cousin Pooh. Come in. Have a seat, won't you?
I'd rather not, if you don't mind.
Would you like something to eat?
Honestly, I couldn't.
You won't sit down, you won't eat. Are you spurning my hospitality?
Silly boy.
Ruperta, Monty and I are trying to unravel the events of Monday night.
Yes, you must try to help poor Monty remember what he did.
We lean in the direction that he was drugged.
Is that what made him misbehave? I trust you'll lecture him about the dangers of indulging in such habits.
Ruperta, just where were you Monday night?
Monty, please.
If I must be questioned, I'd rather be interrogated by a professional.
Why, Monty, your game.
Now, we can discuss this calmly.
We? past the point of calmness. I want to get to the bottom of this caper.
I detest capers. Don't you? They've such an icky taste.
You know, Ruperta, you are the only person who profit if I'm declared insane.
Surely you're not going to claim I put on a false moustache, wrecked a nightclub and married 2 women?
No, but you could have hired someone. And maybe you were seen around here late Monday night?
What nonsense! You haven't any witnesses and you haven't a case.
Don't be too sure.
Ask our solicitor.
Our solicitor? Do I have a case or not?
Monty, it's like this. You have a case, but you can't prove anything.
And you never shall. So now give in gracefully, Cousin Monty, and I'll see that you're nicely taken care of. Up to £50,000.
Well, what's £50,000 to a playboy harem monger?
Think it over, Monty. It can keep you out of jail.
Pay attention to the smart man, sweetie. I've already started proceedings, remember?
You've got nothing on me.
Aren't you forgetting something?
If so, you'll probably remind me.
Bigamy! Either you claim insanity to the bigamy charges, or you'll have a new career, making license plates at the penitentiary.
Aren't you going to do anything?
Let's not be hasty. Things have a way of working out.
Whose side are you on, anyhow? And before I wind up behind bars, there's something I'd like to know.
And what's that?
Was Carl Lloyd in on this?
Who can say?
Get Carl in here. I'll make him sing.
That will be most difficult, sweetie, considering he left for South America this morning.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Now really, gentlemen, I must move right along. The next time I come here, Monty, I want to find you wearing a shirt.
Ow!
Oh,
Why does everyone go for my chest?
no, something. Oh. I don't like Miss Holly much.
Join the pack.
She goes around hitting people with doors. And she broke my torch.
What were you doing at the door?
There ain't no lights in the hall. Engineer signs cut all the bulbs that was out of fix.
Well, you can check with Waldo. She'll lend you a torch.
Yes, sir. No, something. I got a lot of empty closets in the hall.
Oh, what about them?
All you gotta do is say the word.
And?
I shove 'em in and turn a key.
Oh, Mrs. Holland, for instance.
If you say the word, I gotta go see Waldo now.
She's in the kitchen.
Thanks. Waldo!
Monty, a joke's a joke, but don't entertain any ideas about manhandling Ruperta Holland.
Manhandler? Oh, she'd love it, the holy old broad.
Monty,
Relatively speaking.
I would consider the £50,000 she offered.
I won't take a pence from her.
You're going to need money if you want to keep out of jail, my dear fellow. There's no use burning the bridges ahead of you.
You know, you and Ruperta are pretty chummy. Aren't you afraid of her?
Afraid of her? Why?
Well, all of her ex-husbands died under very mysterious circumstances. Sudden heart attack, that's number 3. Then number 5 tumbled off a cruise ship. And 2 of them died of food poisoning.
Yes, I remember that last case.
No, the coroner ruled it accidental death. Tainted seafood. One of her favorite recipes.
Who did that? Turn on the lights!
The lights! What happened? There's a prowler in here and They're trying to steal the attaché cases.
Hit them stage lights. We gotta find out who done it. Now, get back to it.
If only we could find that double. The guy who looked like me.
Are you sure you don't have a mysterious twin brother who was kidnapped at birth by gypsies?
You're sick.
I've got to get back to the office. Check in with you later.
Gypsies.
I'll take good care of it, Mr. Monty. The wiring in this building is terrible.
If you'll excuse me, sir, I'm going through the marketing.
Oh? What's on the menu tonight?
Seafood. I'm using one of Mrs. Holland's favourite recipes.
Would you please answer that?
What do I say?
Just take a message. I'm not here.
Mr. Monty's apartment. Give me a message. He. Uh-huh. Yeah? Could you please repeat that?
Who is it?
Shh. Okay. I'll ask him. He's standing right here.
Oh, is it Scotland Yard by any chance?
It's a jewelry store. Want to sell an antique dagger for your knife collection.
Monty! Monty!
Oh, again. What now? Oh my God, Cindy, are you all right?
I've been stabbed.
Here, come on, lie down on the couch, and I'll call a doctor. Andy, call a doctor!
I can't. What?
Why the hell not?
Ow! I was holding the line.
Tell him I don't want any.
Oh, he don't want any.
I better try and stop the bleeding. Annie, fetch a pan of hot water and towels on the double.
It was dark. Someone waiting with a knife, just like Carl.
Shh, don't try and talk, darling. Annie, what's taking you so long?
Water ain't hot enough. Engineers having trouble with the...
Never mind.
I'll let it run, Mr. Monty.
Did you see who it was?
Too dark. Stepped out of a closet in the hall.
Hot water's running cold. I brought these anyway.
Thanks.
Want me to call the doctor now?
Monty, we can't. There's too many questions to answer.
That's right.
I don't mind going for the doctor.
No. The bleeding's stopped. We'll just wrap it up for now and see if we can get something at the hospital. A tetanus shot, maybe.
I will. That was a really close call.
But why would anyone want to stab you?
Maybe it's a madman. We're all in danger.
Annie, do please answer that.
Sure thing, Mr. Monty.
Were you expecting anyone?
Not unless it's some guy trying to sell me an antique knife.
Man says he's from Scotland Yard.
Oh no. Annie, take Miss Haynes out the bedroom door and down to her car.
Good thinking, Annie. We don't want to raise any suspicion. Let's go.
Well, man from Scotland Yard. I have a good mind to tell him everything. Everything him tells you mine, good have I.
You're gonna clam up like an oyster till we get this murder case solved. Monty, come here.
I'll be alright, thanks.
Now we're ready for Act 3. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Stop eating that. Like I told you earlier, audiences like to watch the actors eat on stage. I wrote in a meeting scene for Monty, but the 7 so-and-so refused to follow stage directions.
Oh, never. No.
Well, anyway, Caesar's eating up for 2. Alright, let's get on with it.
Best you do that.
Yes, I thought you'd like it. It's Ruperta's recipe.
I'd advise you to eat a hearty meal.
Oh, you mean the condemned man routine?
You get the picture.
Sam, you're a very funny guy.
Thank you.
But a lousy solicitor. You're supposed to keep me out of jail?
Are you in jail?
No, but give you time.
Come on, Monty. When did I talk myself pink in the face, persuading the inspector to release you on your own recognizance? Try the lobster.
So I get an overnight for free. Big deal. And I don't want any lobster!
Did you call, sir?
No, Walter, you can gallop back to your television set.
Yes, sir. Call me if you want any more lobster. There's plenty left.
Relax, Monty. Ruperta is on her way with her latest offer.
I'd rather go to jail.
Oh, you probably will anyways.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Sometimes I wonder whose side you're on.
Your father never doubted me.
You weren't rubbing noses with Ruperta then.
Let me outline our strategy. Then tell me whose side I'm on. When Ruperta gets here, I'll try to persuade her that, rather than plead insanity, you'll go to jail and let you wear yourself out in a long series of court battles.
So, the strategy?
Don't you see? In this way, maybe she'll make you better settlement.
Great, just give up the ship.
Relax.
If you don't mind, I'll refrain from relaxing.
We can't crack the case unless we find that double. And unless we hire detectives, we can't find that double. And unless we bluff Ruperta out of some money, we can't hire detectives. That's the situation, unless I'm mistaken.
If you say unless, one more time you're going to rub noses with that lobster. I guess that's Ruperta with her offer.
One more place for dinner, sir?
Not unless she likes her own favourite recipe. And I'll bet she won't eat it. Cindy, darling, how do you feel? I'm so glad you came.
My idea.
Sam asked me to come over.
I asked her to come over. Sit down, Cindy. There's plenty of food.
The condemned man lost his appetite.
I'm really not hungry. Now, what's this plot you mentioned on the phone?
Monty's the innocent victim of a weird, almost unbelievable scheme.
You have a little something, right? Oh, no. Innocent never. Victim, probably.
He's trapped in a web of evil circumstances.
The kind of circumstances you pour out of a bottle?
Look at that open countenance. Is that the face of a drunkard you see before you?
Never mind the courtroom tricks. Get to the point.
He did not do the things of which he is accused.
Then who did?
Please double.
I've got a double.
I gave you two geniuses credit for cooking up a better dish than that. His double.
There, Monty. You have the average adult reaction to your story. Don't blame me if you go to jail.
Won't anybody believe an innocent man? There I was, asleep, for 36 hours, while somebody who looked like me was dragging my name through the marriage license bureau.
And Toby's nightclub.
And Toby's nightclub.
What I don't understand is, where was Monty all this time?
We don't know, but we think somewhere in this building. Late at night, With the halls deserted, it would have been easy to move him to another room.
Didn't Monty try to resist?
He was doped up for shots in the arm.
And I've got the infection to prove it.
Oh.
Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know what to think. It's a wild story, but after all that's happened,
Oh, darling, I knew you'd come through. See? She believes me.
Unfortunately, the jury won't be in love with you.
We're expecting Ruperta for the big showdown.
Ruperta?
Who else would have anything to gain from all of this?
No, you can't come in! Mr. Brady does not want visitors!
Let her in. We're ready.
Out the way, flunky!
The very idea!
I'll kill you if you back at that check with your good.
Knock the hell out of him, Dutch.
Dad, do something! Use your green belt!
Give away your choice staff.
Then hear me out. The man you have by the throat is not your sister's husband.
That he ain't.
And if you hit him, you will be charged with simple assault.
Yeah? It ain't gonna be that simple.
Oh, don't listen to him, Dutch.
If you're smart, you will with him. Now, Miss Winters, look closely at Exhibit A.
You mean him?
Study his face. Is he the man you married?
I think so.
Are you positive? Can you swear to it in court?
Oh, but it looks like him.
Were you wearing your glasses when you married him?
No. They're broke. Oh, why? Who is?
I'm asking you. Surely you remember something about the man you married. A birthmark, a wart,
He has false teeth.
How, Monty? Are your teeth false?
I should say not.
I don't believe you.
See for yourself.
Gosh, Dutch. This ain't the guy for a fact.
Here, let me try.
Oh, stop. No. Do you wash?
Maybe you like this?
Now are you two convinced?
I guess so.
The man you married was an imposter, pretending to be...
And that's the guy I want to clobber.
Where's that cheap chiseling phony?
Who let you in?
The door was open.
If this is about a check marked insufficient funds, we can explain.
I don't want explanations. I want money.
Mr. Brenner's bank account has been tied up by a court order.
So get it untied.
It's not that simple.
All right, then. I'm going straight to the Scotland Yard, Inspector. And when I tell him about your boy's 2 wives,
Oh, he knows all about that.
he'll throw you in jail. He knows?
He knows everything.
What are you doing here?
Mr. Brainard is free on bail. What's more, he is not the man you married.
Don't give me that.
Take a good look. Is he the man you met at Toby's?
Well, it is dark in there.
If it is a fact that the man you married had false teeth,
Come to think of it, he did. Kept complaining about them, so they was new.
all right, Monty, time for the wide open spaces.
Listen, Sam. I'm getting a little tired of you opening my mouth.
Monty. See for yourself.
Look at all them fillings. This must not be the same guy. But why did he use your name?
Yeah, why do you run then? Who am I looking like? Brain dog, get born with it.
I believe we may have the answer to that very soon. In the meantime, will you step into the next room and wait for me to call you? There's plenty of food, and Waldo will see to your needs. Waldo!
Yes, sir.
Will you please show these people into the dining room and give them whatever they want?
Yes, sir. If you say so. Right this way.
You know, I just want to say this. You two guys are alright. I gotta admit, I used to think it was a couple of boobs. Ah! Excuse the expression. I don't insult nobody.
False teeth? Well, Carl had new false teeth. It was Carl.
Yeah, too bad he got away. We'll never find him in South America. He's sure not going to do any talking.
Good evening, all. Cindy! How charming you look, sweetie.
Thank you, sweetie.
And Monty, so distressed. You ate too much, didn't you? You always had such a delicate little tummy.
You didn't come here to discuss my tummy. Stomach.
Neither did Scotland Yard.
How did you know?
Cousin Ruperta sees all, knows all, tells nothing. Rather a nice personal motto, don't you think?
Won't you sit down?
What's your answer to my proposition?
We'll rot in jail before we give you 1 pence.
Yes, we will.
By we, they mean that I'll do the rotting.
Oh, you'll change your mind after a few days of it. Jails are such unpleasant places. The society is definitely inferior. The food is abominable. And the overlords are utter louts. I read that somewhere.
Suppose you do have a claim on the estate. How about dividing it?
I only look simple. I made an offer to settle for 50,000, and that was crowding my usual generosity.
I'll say.
If Cousin Monty prefers jail or sanitarium to settling with me, well and good.
Well, I think you're horrible.
I'm protecting the family interest, that's all.
Suppose we discover evidence to show that you drugged Monty and substituted a double.
Take my advice, and don't try the Scotland Yard inspector's patience with such fairy tales.
Oh? Well, you seem mighty sure of his thinking process.
He's one of my ex-husbands.
And he's still alive.
Monty's 2 alleged wives are ready to swear he's not the man they married, and the Scotland Yard will be forced onto an investigation.
You're beginning to get on my nerves.
Oh, sorry.
Get out of the way!
Excuse me, Mr. Monty. I didn't know you had company.
Oh, what can I do for you, Annie?
I've come to return your wristwatch.
What's that?
The cat is loose, and sometimes it comes off. Annie finds it, returns it to me, and I reward her. I thought I had. Sam, can you lend me some money?
I'm sorry, but I don't have any small bills.
Waldo?
No, sir. I gave all my money to the television repairman yesterday.
Looks like you're it, Roberta.
Gladly. Gladly. I wholeheartedly believe in rewarding honest people.
I want to apologize for carrying a wristwatch around in my pocket for so long.
Young lady, there is an old saying that virtue is its own reward, that honesty is the best policy, and that beauty is as beauty does.
Me?
Roberta read that somewhere.
In a word, I am referring your honesty in returning Mr. Brainard's watch. Ahem. It is a privilege and a pleasure to present you with this precious pound sterling.
Thank you very much.
Just out of curiosity, where did you find it this time?
Under a pillow.
Where was the pillow?
On a bed.
Because I know, but where? Where?
In a room.
In what room?
Now see here, Monty. This dear girl has a lot of work to do, so there's no need to entertain her with silly questions.
I don't mind answering silly questions.
Maybe this is the evidence we've been hoping for. If she found my watch where I think she did, then that's all the proof we need.
Run along, you dirty old woman. You've a lot of work to do.
Oh, no, ma'am. I don't have so much.
Well, it's not nice to mingle with guests.
You stay as long as you'd like, Annie.
Thank you,
Just
sir.
one more question, if you don't mind. In what room did you find my watch?
I don't mind.
Good. Now listen closely. In what room did you find my watch?
In your bedroom. Why I usually find it.
Oh.
Why? I've seen that watch so often. I'd have known it was yours, even if I found it in that other bed where you were sleeping yesterday.
Say that again.
What other bedroom was he sleeping in yesterday?
I absolutely refuse to be in the same room with the smelly old crone. Go! Scat!
Have I said something I shouldn't ought to have?
Absolutely not. Annie, what other bed was I sleeping in yesterday?
You was in Mr. Lloyd's apartment, sleeping like a baby.
Sleeping like a baby. Down the hall. Mr. Lloyd's bed. Monday. Yesterday.
Yes, sir. I went in to check the lights.
Oh, what time was this?
A little after 2 o'clock, I'd say.
2 p.m. Well, that's the exact time I was supposed to be marrying Jenny Winters. But didn't you think it unusual for me to be sleeping in that room in the middle of the day?
None of my business.
Quite correct.
Then this afternoon, when I went in to clean up the place after Mr. Lloyd moved, I found this in the trash can.
You infernal snoop! Give me back my precious pound sterling.
Let me see that. It has your hairdresser's label on it, Roberta.
It's a lie. I'll have you arrested for breaking and entering.
No, she won't.
Even if Carl Lloyd did impersonate you, you can't involve me.
Sam, isn't there such a charge as criminal conspiracy?
Yes, indeed.
Then I want Roberta arrested.
Yeah, and she called me a smelly old crone.
Don't worry about the thing. I'll represent you in court.
Sam!
Gee, folks, I gotta go. Engineer asked me to check out some complaints on this floor.
Well, I think I'd better be going too.
You'll stay right here, sweetie.
How dare you use that tone? And since when do you give me orders?
Since I discovered a dagger in Carl Lloyd's back.
Carl? Dead?
Pay close attention now, folks. As it says here, in a mighty mystery, it is mandatory that the least suspected character turn out to be the cold-blooded killer.
Sam, you left my apartment this morning, waited in the hall for Carl, got onto the lift with him, and plunged a dagger in his back. A dagger, I might add, that you stole from my collection.
If I killed Carl, where's the body? You can't prove murder without a corpus delicti.
You tell me. Because after Waldo and I put Carl in that bedroom, you came in, through the hall door, and when we were perfectly busy talking, you took the body.
Are you suggesting that I strolled down the hall with a dead man?
I'm suggesting that you knew about Annie's hideaway closets in the hall.
So did everyone else. Besides, why would I want to steal the body?
Well,
Waldo!
Coming, Annie!
Mr. Monty, I'm sorry to tell you, but I found Mr. Lloyd in one of my closets, and he's awfully dead.
okay, Perry Mason. There's your corpse still empty.
You don't have a case, Monty. Believe me.
Hold it, Sam. Don't try and leave. Here, Cindy. Keep him covered. And it's loaded, Sam. Annie, call the police.
Why do you think I killed Carl?
You and Ruperta, both go sit down. Now, tell everyone what you told me, Waldo.
When I removed the knife from Mr. Lloyd's back, I noticed that the handle had a small amount of dried blood.
All right. Since there was no other blood in the handle, that would seem to indicate that whoever killed Carl was a slight cut on the inside of their finger.
You said that beautifully, sir.
All right, Sam. Let's have finger inspection. Why is there a cloth around your finger?
I cut my hand this evening on a lobster shell.
Maybe you did. Or maybe you didn't. But to be fair, we'll check everyone's hands. Waldo, please go tell Dutch and the girls to come in.
Will all you persons come in?
Sure thing. Come on, girls.
We're going to have finger inspection, Dutch.
What the hell is this, Darmy?
Are you issuing oath cards?
Oh, who's the stiff?
It's the guy with the false teeth.
Waldo, cover him up, please. All right. Let's have finger inspection. You defile that banana. All right. Where'd you get that wolf? And playing with frogs? I didn't know chocolate would stain hands that way. All right. Okay. It looks like you've had a hand lift. Here. I'll hold the gun while you show your lily whites. Wait, no, Cindy, not you.
Sam, take the gun away from her!
It's loaded! Monty said it was!
I don't understand. Did you kill Carl? And stab yourself?
He left me no choice. He was leaving for South America without signing the divorce papers.
Divorce?
You were overseas at the time. We were married 3 years ago. We worked in resort areas as
Blackmailers.
Watch it, Annie.
That gun's harmless. I unloaded it while I was cleaning up around here.
You must think you're awfully damn smart. It didn't fire.
I'm Annie Prentice, policewoman, undercover division. We've been on your trail since Brighton.
Well, then you stabbed yourself to ward off suspicion. Did Ruperta have any part in the murder?
No. All she was after was your money. With Carl's ridiculous amnesia caper. You'll never make a con woman, sweetie.
Well then, why take Carl's body out of my bedroom?
No body, no murder.
Held next to her. I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
Cool it, everybody. I'm after Lloyd's evidence. It's in one of these attaché cases.
But then it was you who turned out the lights and came in here to look for the case.
I thought I chose the right one when you offered me a gift. Turned out to be full of advertising leaflets.
If it's Mr. Kyle's case you want, he used the dark brown one.
Oh, matches my hair after all. Come along, Miss Lloyd. There's an unmarked police car waiting for you downstairs. Oh, wait. We can't get around your partner. Will you two please give me a hand?
You know, you're not a bad guy, Monty. Maybe I underestimated you. Sorry I didn't meet you before I met Carl.
I don't understand how she could possibly underestimate anyone. You're already as under as anyone could get.
You know, there's something I've been wanting to know since I was a kid. We have a little unfinished business. Waldo, order a case of champagne, and tell them I want it delivered now. And whip us up a few snacks. Immediately.
Mr. Monty, you've become so masterful. Oh, just like your father.
Now, girls, if you'll turn off those hot checks, I'll give you new ones. The kind you can cash.
Thanks, pal. Always knew you were an honest John.
And I take back everything I said about you, Mr. Brainyard.
Now, we're going to have a little celebration.
Want me to do a Turkish belly dance to go with the Turkish water pipe?
Oh, what do you take me for? A playboy harem-monger?
What?
Oh, if this is a celebration party, we need another guy.
Well, I could ask Sam Sears, but he's going to be busy defending Ruperta in court.
Oh, it won't be no fun if we don't have another guy.
Well, now that I'm finished writing my new play, Jenny, I'm all yours. I wasn't going to end my play this way, but what can I say? Agatha Christie made me do it!
McMahon as Carl Lloyd and Michael Moreno as Dutch Winters. Carol as Jojo Lamont and Caitlin Hughes as Jenny Winters. Kylie Bridger as Annie Prentice and Mary Bagley as Cindy Haynes. Ben Smith as Sam Sears and Isabella McKay as Roberta Holland. Ireland Hybers as Waldo and Adrian Lacey as Hoopla. And Bryce Batten as Monty Brainard.
You'll just have to take my word for the fact that I'm bowing.
Eric Mood on Spotlight and Justin Delphi on Sound Cues. And one more round of applause for everyone.
Oh, yeah, woo-hoo! Yeah, woo!
keep the great comments coming in the feed. They definitely deserve them. I wanted to thank everyone for coming to the show. I apologize for that rocky start. Good to know that when people are trying to get into the chat, you can't kick people out at the same time. So it was kind of a race between me trying to let people in and kick people out at the same time. But LT did tweet out a fix for it, so that's perfect. We'll know for next time. So I did want to say a couple of things that in my Basel at the beginning that I didn't get a chance to say. I don't think I mentioned that the intro music as well as the intermission music was student composed by a grade 12 student, Jensen Clark. So I wanted to give him a shout out because they were amazing. And then we are going to do kind of an altered closing night speech that we traditionally do for the grads. So afterwards, if you wanted to stick around for that, please feel free. But if you would prefer not to, it does have a tendency to get a little lengthy. So definitely feel free to end the call as well. But before I do that, I wanted to ask you guys to join us. If you don't mind turning on your mics and or video if you're comfortable, to join me in a standing ovation for the resiliency for these us and crew and the awesome job that they just did.
Amazing job, guys. Amazing. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
So amazing, guys. So proud of you all. So amazing.
And I did want to apologize as well that I just started denying entry to everyone that was asking partway through. And so if it was family or friends that were legit and trying to join the meeting, I apologize to them for us. That being said, we are going to take a recording, so we can definitely forward that to the family and friends that did. So there is that. So please take this opportunity before we do our closing night remarks to give any feedback that you want to the cast and crew via audio or in the thanks so much.
I don't know. Can I say anything? I don't know if anyone can hear me. You guys were phenomenal. I loved everything about it. It was amazing. And we had a wonderful time being able to sit here on the comfort of our couch and watch it all. It was incredible. So thank you for doing this. I can't imagine all the work you guys had to put in to do this. It was amazing.
Does anybody mind? You guys did absolutely amazing. Jensen, wherever you are, that music was fantastic. Michael, oh my God, that banana. Banana gun! Like that, please. I was like so You guys did so well, Bryce. Oh my God, that was a plot twist. I would not have seen that coming. Like, you guys did absolutely fantastic. Oh boy.
Great job, everybody, from Miss A and from Jacob. We're so happy for you guys. Good job.
No, not anymore. You guys did so amazing. I am so incredibly proud of all of you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Oh.
You guys are all so talented that it being virtual actually worked so well. Like, it takes like a next level of talent to make that work so well and go so smoothly and to make us like feel all the emotions. I miss it so much. Great job.
I'm
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting that to work at all, but it did actually pretty well.
Yeah, I thought you guys did amazing. You guys did so good. I'm one of Mary's friends from Mother Teresa, and I thought that you guys did absolutely amazing, and it was really awesome, and I really enjoyed watching you guys, so great job and congratulations.
You guys did great. So proud.
Hey, St. Effects Thespians, it's Miss Pino. I just want to say congratulations to all of you. You took an impossible situation and you did not just make it possible, you made it fantastic. So good job, great job, everybody. Give yourselves a huge pat on the back. This is unbelievable. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Miss Pino.
What's your favorite part? Your favorite part?
Everyone was so creative with like their costumes and everything, like their props, and it looked really, really cool. And like even though it was at home, like you guys did really, really well with like making it feel like we were still there, like with you.
Oh, Isabella, your hair, like all your wig transitions, was amazing. I loved it.
Brace for the camera.
I just want to say you guys were awesome too, and I watched both shows and I'm very proud of all of you. And it's so cute to see all of these people who are alumni here watching too. So it's good to see all of you guys too. Miss you.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you guys. My heart was just so full the whole time, and I was just smiling. You guys should be so proud of yourselves, truly.
Can I say, I agree so much. And you guys all deserve like these virtual roses. And Bryce, you deserve a virtual watermelon. And if you know, you know.
Oh, and I just wanted to say, Mary, seeing you holding a gun was an amazing experience. Absolutely blew me away. I was just like, she is holding that, and there's confidence and fire there. It was incredible. Thank you.
I want to say something about the
What did you say?
Oh,
Elijah, say something.
What's the largest?
My microphone?
Yeah, you didn't. We can all hear you. Yeah, see the blue shade. You didn't know?
I think we need to be more on
Okay, thank you. You guys did an amazing job. Oh my goodness. I really enjoyed watching it. I felt like I was actually on, like, sitting there watching the play at the gym. I mean, the transition was amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm sending out virtual roses for all of you guys. You guys did an amazing job.
Here, we have our roses for you guys. These are for you. Love you all so much.
Aww. I have to say, like, yesterday I was thinking about, like, how you guys were gonna, like, I was just thinking about, like, the whole situation that you guys were in, like, and I was like, if this was how this was last year, God knows I would have shed so many tears, and I'm pretty sure, God, you don't even understand, like, I would have cried so hard, and I'm like, these people are actually, like, you guys are insane, and this worked so well, like, I've already said something, but this worked so amazing, and it was just, my heart goes out to all of you. I don't know what the deal is about khakis, but you guys deserve the world, okay? Just know that, okay? Yes.
Woo, agreed.
I agree too.
No.
Yeah.
This is so good too.
You press it, and then you go over here.
Wait,
Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at all of these faces. It makes me so happy to see all the alumni back.
Oh, I miss it so much.
Oh my gosh, and you guys did so good. Like, I don't know how you were staying so calm because I was like,
right, yeah,
so fuming, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that people don't have better things to do than this.
No, stop.
Yeah, you guys did amazing though. Amazing acting.
Just Diamond Controls not coming out to see the show. Like, everyone was so supportive of everyone, and it was so great.
Anything.
Oh, can I just say, Michael, your gun, the tinfoil, that has me dying.
Wait, what?
It looks so weird. When you look at the gun, like, so
It's a
in the
banana
head,
covered
your
tinfoil.
gun, so funny. Yeah!
When you bit the banana, I died. Like, I full on died. That was hilarious. Oh my god.
Bananas were used. I couldn't think of anything else.
Props to Leo, the original banana biter.
It's like a
Isabella, I wanted to ask, do you own all of those wigs? Like, did you just have them lying around? Like, how was that? Isabella, you had all these amazing wigs. Do you own them or what?
Okay,
My favorite was the Mickey Mouse one.
And I think I was a monster for 4 years for Halloween. And I kept the wigs for some reason, so yeah.
It's amazing.
And
They were
dog
great.
was an old spin cap that broke halfway through. But, you know, whatever.
It worked. The wig snatch just blew our minds.
I killed you. It was good.
Yeah, once again, your like hair and makeup and costumes and setups in your house, like, unreal what you guys were able to come up with under such short notice. Like, kudos. So good.
I would say that Ben, that is such a lawyer background. I have never seen a background more lawyer in my life. That was amazing.
Dupuy and Klutz, I know you're there somewhere. Did we want to get started on the closing night remarks, COVID edition?
COVID edition.
Yeah. So we did want to preface this with, we are definitely still hoping to put this on in real time. So we hope that everyone comes for the actual thing on the St. FX stage once all of this craziness dies down. Because it is so different on the stage, and while they did an amazing job here, it is like so much extra things that they couldn't have possibly worked in to this. So with that being said, we have altered our closing night remarks because it isn't the last time that they will be on the St. FX stage, and they didn't do it on the St. FX stage. So here we go. All right, so we wanted to thank everyone for participating in this. The cast and crew put their hearts, minds, bodies, and souls into this show, working for countless hours. It breaks our hearts that we didn't get to put on this show as originally intended, at least not yet. But it was so nice to get together to commemorate these performances as best we could under these circumstances and celebrate all of their hard work. We are in awe at what you were able to achieve, from the acting to the lighting and sound, to selecting, constructing, and decorating your own costumes, sets, and props, creating incredible hair and makeup looks, and then back at St. FX, taking pictures, putting together the marketing and publicity. Everything that you also would have seen at St. FX this week was spearheaded by the students, and then was re-spearheaded by these students at their houses. Even after the school closed, these guys continued to show their dedication to and support for one another. Rather than give up, they kept spirits high by organizing play-related contests like Best Character Memes and an impersonation challenge. They also set up virtual audio rehearsals with one another via the Discord app, which blew my mind. These students inspired us this year so much. They are the reason that we decided to put on this virtual performance, because we needed everyone to see all of their hard work right now. We couldn't wait until we were back at the school. They deserve the world, and it was definitely the least we could do. We truly feel honored and privileged to have had the opportunity to work with each and every one of you. Thank you so much to the family that is still here, to loaning them for us for the past 6 months, because we know we took up quite a bit of their time.
Closing night of a show is usually bittersweet. The advantage of these current times, however, is that the final end for the show is not here. We are still determined to put the show up as it was intended once life returns back to normal. We actually find ourselves missing leaving the school after the sun has gone down. Our 3 blue cars, the only ones left in the St. FX parking lot. We miss this because we miss all the laughter, crazy antics, and bloopers that have happened on or off stage or during notes. Luckily, we know that Agatha Christie life has only been put on pause until rehearsals commence once more.
Unfortunately, for some of these talented individuals, next year we'll find them rehearsing with a different group of people on a different stage. We have had the honor of watching them develop as artists and as amazing human beings for up to 4 years. Some have stuck with us since grade 9, trusting our visions, growing as artists and people, and skillfully bringing these plays to life each and every year. Others came to our drama family later, but have had a huge impact nonetheless. We've been through many great and many stressful times, but through it all, we've become a family. And while we are so excited for our grads embarking on life's next chapter, knowing that they'll be successful in whatever they set out to accomplish, we are so grateful that we're not done working with each and every one of them. You continue to inspire us and make us realize how lucky we are, and situations like this really do prove that, and how amazing our jobs really are.
We wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. So know that you will always have a special place in our hearts and on the drama room walls. As is the tradition here at St. FX, COVID or no COVID, virtual or not,
COVID or no
on the road, albeit virtual, for the time being, for each of our graduating members. So I'm not sure if I don't think any of the publicity people are here. Are Caroline, Matt, Jake, or Mateo here? No. Okay, well, yeah, virtual Rose. Yeah, everyone needs to pin Klutz for this because she has the
pin you big in your screen.
And then are any of the photographers? I think. No, okay, no, he's not on the list. Okay. But our makeup people are here. Sarah. Yay, Sarah. Virtual hug.
Yeah, you have to pick it up.
Thanks, miss.
And Zoe. There you go. And Bianca. Oh, hey, Bianca. And is Fatima here? I don't think so. No, she's not on it. And Chris. And Gabe was here. Is he still here? Gabe. No, Gabe isn't here. And Katie.
And Justin, Delphi.
Did I? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You were next.
Where is it? Justin? Oh, there you are. There you are.
And Kamanto.
Thank you, miss.
And Adrian. And JT. Where are you on my screen? We're not
Right in the middle. There you go.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're up there. And Isabella.
I'm not crying.
You. And Mary. And Bryce.
Sorry, I'll have to unmute to accept that.
There you go. And Ireland. And you guys know that this is how you guys know that we're putting this up once this all ends, because we have still not cried.
Yeah, this isn't real. I mean, like, it's not real enough. No one's cried.
In my head, I'm like, no, I'm not crying because I know that this isn't the actual grad thing. All right. Take it away, Dupuy.
All right. So in closing, graduates, we want you to know that St. FX is like FISPA's fictional Tuesday in many ways.
We know you sometimes think our notes are like Monty's fake newspapers, but we give them to you so you can do the best that you can be.
Yeah, one game. 3.8 here.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to mute Tyler.
Fighter Bishop. They might get Fighter Bishop as well.
Because apparently they're playing a game.
They're playing something. Okay.
I'm muting. Tyler, can you mute your mic, please? There we go. Thank you. Okay, sorry, Cliff.
We know you sometimes think our notes are like Monty's fake newspapers, but we give you them so you can be the best you can be. No false words, no errors. Just good, clean notes with a couple of corrections here, a suggestion there, to create the kind of entertainment that every self-respecting, red-blooded audience member loves.
All right, let's go over what we have. In September, we auditioned you for your roles in front of each other. Okay. Then, each of you learned your lines and blocking for your character. Together, we developed your character on stage. We didn't call off the show due to COVID because it'll think it won. We have everything all ready to go. If we could just get back to the school to do it. For Pete's sake, everybody flatten that curve!
And even though it might seem like we're living in different worlds after you graduate, all you have to do is find your whistle. If you need us, use it, and our worlds can merge for a short while. We promise to never rearrange your life so that you stub your toe on a hassock.
Once a Coyote cast and crew member, always a Coyote cast and crew member. Rather a nice personal motto, don't you think? We read that somewhere.
But there is one very important way St. FX is not like Hoopspa's play. When we do trade in that electric typewriter and close Monty's front door for the last time, you better not disappear like your fictional characters would. That front door better bounce right back open, like it did so many times in rehearsals, so that you can find your way back to us once again to visit. We hope you'll return to support future Coyotes as past Coyotes came back to support you. Room 129 will always be open and waiting for you once Ottawa Public Health clears us for entry into the school. So now that we've finished this tradition, the virtual cast party, we're all yours. We weren't going to end our season this way, but Agatha Christie made us do it. We love you guys.
Yeah, you guys did so great.
Amazing job.
Yeah, so amazing. You got to be so proud.
And so that concludes our closing night remarks. Thank you so much for the audience that stuck around. And we are all going to head over to our virtual cast party for some more fun skits.
Can no one have fun yet? I gotta go take a leak.